Hello, everybody.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hola.
What's happening?
Oh, not a whole lot. I figured I'd go ahead and get Halloween started earlier and put that image up there on the screen for y'all.
Oh, here's that somebody got thrown out of Comic Con.
So who is this guy? Well, we're going to talk about it. First thing, thank y'all for being here. You got myself, Vanguard, Absentee, and Demon. As always, coming here to try to bring y'all some of the truth. You know that the media is not going to tell you, right? You know how that goes, right? So anyway, once again, thank y'all for being here. We're going to try to have a little fun with it tonight, as always. I'm going to take this image off the screen because it's actually kind of sickening.
I couldn't focus.
Yeah, it was.
My eyes were burning.
That is not a meme, y'all. That is an actual picture of this ass nugget. That decided he wanted to go rogue today, not today, yesterday, and shoot up a 4th of July parade. So now, I will be showing some videos on here. I will keep the actual criminalistic portion of it out due to, even though we're listed as an entertainment / educational channel, got to be careful with stuff like that. So I don't want to have to fight with YouTube on it. However, so we'll talk about it. So this jackass's name is Robert Crimo III. So what does that mean? There was 2 more before this ass hat. So we're going to talk about it a little bit that we do know about him already. Yeah, Kat, I would think it's safe to say that. So other information, what we do know for a fact is he goes by the name Awake the Rapper. He has some music out there. Yeah, he's got a song about skipping class and fucking in the bud or something like that. I can't remember. I listened to it earlier. It's pretty shitty. And how do you know it's shitty? Because it's a 3-minute music video and it goes about 1 minute and 40 seconds of just Tanner in the background and a beat. So he couldn't conjure up enough information. But there's trains go by again.
There you go.
So what you say is this man wasn't a lyricist.
No. He actually probably read that on a Buzz Lightyear toy box or something, and put it out there, you know.
Damn.
So apparently, here's a perfect example of these gun grabbing libtards, right? Something like this happens. First thing they do say is, "Oh, ban the guns, blah blah." I just found an article. The police were called to this dude's home 2 years ago because he threatened to kill his whole family with a collection of knives. Now,
so
if the justice system actually worked, right, he should never have been able to purchase firearms to begin with.
Well,
Just saying.
I understand that, but see, this is the criteria they're trying to use for not fixing the broke system they put in place. Rather than fixing it, what they're doing is they're implementing more restrictions, like the more thorough background check, red flag laws, shit like that. This is to help fuel that legislation as they try to force it down our throats to take more of our Second Amendment away from us. At least in my opinion, that's what it seems like. I agree with you. He should never be able to get a firearm. I guess the question would be, when the law enforcement came out there and he was threatening to kill all his family with knives. First, he doesn't look like he has the upper body strength to open a Ziploc bag. Secondly, was he charged? because that's a terrorist threat, right? I mean, by my definition, it is. And I know if somebody said that shit to me and I went to spray our TPO, I'd have a pretty solid case. So, uh, with it being the PRI, they may have said it was a mostly peaceful threat, so they were going to let him slide. This is the same town who banned assault weapons right after Sandy Hook.
Yeah. Well, and then we have the news, right? The shooter used a high-powered rifle, quote unquote, similar to an AR-15. We've watched the videos. That dude it's not no rifle. It ain't no rifle caliber.
Well, because they're like we were discussing before we got on here. If it had been an AR-15, an AK-47,
no, that would have been the first thing. That would have been in the headline of the first article.
You would have had video of the police carrying it, and you would have had some asshat up in Washington with a diagram of one or a picture of one or whatever. So we got to stop these evil guns from them getting in the wrong hands, and none of that's happening. So that it wasn't an AR and AK. And like you were saying, you can hear the weapon firing in the background of videos I've seen. I'm sure you've seen some of the same videos. It doesn't sound like a carbine, or at least not a rifle caliber. It's not the right pitch to me. I agree with you. I think it was a pistol caliber of something. Maybe it's a high point, something like that. I mean, whatever it was, that'd be something that little shitbag could arm. So that limits anything big, in my opinion. So, we dropped somebody. He got mad.
No, he said he had some Obama service tonight. So,
okay.
So I'm gonna read an article, and this I use a weird news article. Some of y'all may have heard of it, may have not. It's called Marca. Y'all get a chance, check it out. I mean, they're going to tell it like it is. So they're listing that the main suspect of the Highland Park Parade shooting shows disturbing imagery under the name Awake the Rapper. So if y'all want to do some investigations on this guy yourself, that would be his rapper name, Awake the Rapper. So pretty much all of his videos and product that he puts out it's got several images, cartoon images, and then it flashes to real life videos of someone going into a school and shooting it up. And his songs actually speak on that fact. Now, here's the thing. We sit and I'm trying. Y'all got to remember, I keep an open mind on this stuff. So, would we like something to have been done about this? Preemptive? Yeah, but you can't go by what somebody's rap music is.
No.
Because what's in the norm of rap music? You don't hear them talking about saving bunnies and shit in Africa. You don't hear none of that shit in there. What do you hear? You hear killing, shooting, drugs, just all the crazy shit, right? Money, sex, and drugs and guns. That's what you hear. So that wouldn't set off a red flag, right? Plus, I mean, he's not a well-known rapper. I mean, probably the only people that seen him are people that's probably, some of his accidental Facebook friends or some shit like that. But now what I've read is he's been a rapper since he was 7 years old, or in music since he was 7 years old. As far as producing it, I don't think he put any out until a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, by what I could tell. So I ran a scrub on this guy. He's had several run-ins with the law. They've had to conduct contact with him several several times. Not just recently. We're talking over a 10-year span. So, like you said, or one of you was saying, how did he obtain this weapon? If somebody is so-called a nuisance to society, they should be on some sort of watch list.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a damn common thief in your town, you're not going to go over there and invite them to stay in your fucking house while you're on vacation.
Nope.
I mean, it's just common sense. Well,
Nope.
the thing is, common sense is not that common anymore. So there's that. But
what amazes me is this isn't the first instance. We've had several instances of these shooters going back months, from the shooter in the subway in New York, the guy in Buffalo, Uvalde guy. Each and every one of these people has had massive stuff online, on social media, basically laying it out there. This person in rap tight and about to do shit, and it's just sitting there. One of us posts something against the coof in the sheep's milk, and we get a strike. So your fact checkers and all them little damn brown shirts are working at whatever, YouTube or Google, wherever the hell they're at. They're going to sit there and make sure that none of that shit's on the web. But you're going to let all this crazy shit be out there that should be going straight to the DOJ.
exactly. And I mean, well, T, all the shit that I go through just to keep these videos on here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we say one thing out of place that somebody doesn't like, they immediately, I'll get an email. Hey, we've reviewed your content, and we found that some of the information is incorrect or whatever, and then I fight back, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people just let them do that. Me, I'm going to fight back every time. And the thing is if you're putting out information that is true, you're drawing it from sources. I mean, if it's on Google, if Google's allowing it, then I say that it's got to be true, right? I mean, it's got to be good enough for YouTube.
Well, in the eyes of them, it is.
No, but
But yeah, I mean, it's like there's a double standard. I mean, what was it, a month or two ago? You had the bed shitter. Let's see what this is. He's got a point.
Could be.
Yeah. But wasn't it the bed shitter that got up and said that he was going to work something out with all the social media companies and everything to start putting an algorithm to catch this, that, and the other? Well, why don't you get an algorithm to start catching all these people talking about doing all this crazy shit, instead of worrying about the so-called people from January 6th who weren't doing a damn thing? They were let in the building, or stop vilifying damn parents because they're tired of the teachers trying to teach their kids about all this crazy shit that's damn morally wrong. Empower them to actually do their damn job, But see, that doesn't fit the narrative. So we're stuck with this menagerie of law enforcement that does what they want when they want.
Well, they got to make this a big deal right here. This is going to be a really big deal, okay? Because the Roe v. Wade shit has went on long enough, right? So instead of them jumping in, the leftards jumping in and saying, okay, that's enough of that shit. They're going to put this on a pedestal, okay? This guy, just as clear as it's going to be, he's going to be more popular now than he ever was as a rapper.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he will.
And the thing is they apprehended him, he willingly surrendered himself. I mean, that sucks. And that's my opinion. I'd rather they go ahead and do justice right up front, save the taxpayers some money. But, but that's just not how it went. I mean, I don't know, man. I think he stole was it his grandma's car?
I don't know. I thought maybe that's what he got with all the royalty for all the music he put out.
No, I think I think it was a family member's vehicle.
Okay. Well, his dad or uncle. Wait. Okay. Help me here because I may have misunderstood something. His father's not in the picture. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So it's his uncle he lives with, maybe, or it's some family member. But the uncle ran for political office in that area in Highland Park or whatever and lost.
Actually, I think his father owns a restaurant in that town.
Okay, so it's okay. Well, that raises more questions.
Yeah, his dad ran for mayor, and his dad owns a restaurant or something in that town, I believe.
Okay, okay. The mom's absent from the picture.
But he lives with his dad and uncle. Okay, gotcha. Mom's absent. Well, somebody was cuddling him. I'm just saying,
Well, I mean,
or not enough.
somebody need to be putting boot to ass on that kid.
Oh, he's about to get something to ask.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing a lot of pillow clutching soon. A whole lot.
Oh shit!
Tell me I'm wrong.
No,
I
no.
told you he ain't got enough upper body strength over the Ziploc bag. Look at him. I mean, I'm surprised he can drive a damn Honda Fit. My,
Oh,
my granddaughter's got more upper body strength than he does, and she's 7. I mean, he just doesn't. I don't know.
okay, check this out. So it was a 2010 silver Honda Fit.
Right.
All right.
With back
Name,
end.
yeah, Robert E. Crimo, alias name Bobby.
Yep.
I'm on the FBI.gov website, so YouTube. Just want to let you know that. So if it ain't true, talk to your handlers. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, well, how come when I click on it, it goes away? That ain't cool. The hell?
Because Merrick Garland don't want you to have access to that information.
That's weird. Really weird.
What are you trying to just pull it up from the FBI website?
Yeah.
And so what does it do? Just shut it down every time you pull it up?
Yep. Oh, let me see something here. Yep, it's killing it.
Let's see if I can. Let me see what it does to my phone. I'll try to pull it up there.
Huh, that's weird. Nothing suspicious here.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Wow, okay.
Did you get to work?
No. Let's see. So I saw a report earlier that Biden had something to do with scrubbing this kid's social media somewhere. Oh yeah, they don't want if that's happening, he's on the other side of the fence. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Absolutely. I mean,
depend on a damn God fearing American loving patriot, then they got to scrub that shit quick, like ASAP
Well,
yesterday.
it doesn't fit what they're trying to force feed to the people.
Right. And I really wish he didn't do that shit because it's straight white Christian month. I really wish he didn't do that shit. It looks bad, and I wish those people didn't die. That's the terrible thing. I think it's up to 7 now, y'all. By the way,
Somebody else passed away.
they did, and I mean it's terrible. And y'all, I want you to know, no matter what side of the fence he's on, this is a piece of shit. Okay,
Oh, absolutely. I
and we,
mean, these
yeah,
were innocent people he killed or wounded. I mean, and he did it nothing more. I mean, what was his motivation? To make a point?
no, they have no motivation.
Something had to inspire him to do it. Either he wanted his 15 minutes of fame before he became Bubba's bedmate, or there had to be something. People don't just normally wake up and say, "Hey, I know what I'm going to do. Let me go get that gun out of the closet. I got some folks to go shoot." That's not a normal thought pattern for a human being who's got any moral compass. I mean, it's tragic, and I pray to God none of the deaths were children. I truly do. I hope no children got maimed or killed from this. It's horrible that anybody lost their life to this shitbag, and it's unfortunate that he took the chicken shit way out and threw up his hands. Um, I was kind of hoping he'd go out like a Klingon. He didn't do it, but we already knew he didn't have the ball sack to do it. Uh, so and I think the more they publicize these things, the more they focus on it, the more it's going to give more shitbags the idea to go out there and do the same thing. Because that's where the problem is. It's mental health. It has nothing to do with the weapon or access to it, because if you take the weapon from them, they're going to find another weapon. It was like I want to say I read an article where when Highland Park initially tried to outlaw assault weapons, a woman stood up in defense of keeping AR-15s, etc., and said that she could just as easily pick up a rock or a toaster and kill somebody with that. So they're going to ban those? I mean, it's a valid point, but then somebody said, well, there's 30 people in here. You couldn't kill all of us with a toaster. And that's not the point, dumbass. The point is, you take one item. If somebody's got evil in their heart, they're going to commit evil either way. Whether it's using a car, a rock, a pellet gun, a bow and arrow, a knife. Tell me I'm wrong. Evil's evil, any way you look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've seen something where it said that he purchased the weapon legally, but it's not saying what it is.
They're burying it, dude. There's got to be a reason to bury it, because it's got to be some little gimpy ass damn firearm that either is, again, like a high point or I don't know, maybe it's one of those deals where you put the kit on like a Glock or something and turn it into the little Ronnie system or whatever, something like that. But he doesn't seem like he's got the intelligence to do no shit like that. I'm sorry, whatever he got, I want to say whatever he used is what he bought. He didn't modify nothing or anything else. He just doesn't strike me as having the drive or capacity to do that. We already know what an AR-15 or AK, because it'd be all over the news.
Yeah, and then what the news article says that he fired 70 rounds into the crowd from a rooftop that he accessed from a fire escape. Okay, and it says that he used a weapon, a high-power rifle similar to a AR-15, which he purchased legally in the Chicago area. So I don't, y'all, just listening to the sound of it, a rifle round, any of you that's familiar with a rifle round, you're going to have like a ring out because it's a small circumference caliber that's moving at a high rate of speed. You have sonic ammunition and supersonic ammunition. Um, I just don't see it. It just doesn't sound like it to me. Now, if he had some sort of carbine or something like that, I don't know. The thing is, they make all kinds of different weapons that'll fire hand ammunition at the same rate. And the thing is, let's say, for instance, okay, I'll go over here to Demon right here, a high point carbine. So I know a lot about that weapon in particular. Okay, you can get extended mags for those. And just so y'all know, it's about, I'd say, 3 feet in length.
It's not big at all.
It's not big. It's 3 feet in length. 3 feet in length. They come with a pistol grip on them, with a full stock and a forward grip, and it's got a full-on high-rise sight on the front and on the rear. I mean, it looks just like a rifle, but it shoots. Well, the one I dealt with was 45 ACP, so they make them in a 9mm. I know that they do that.
Yeah, they're making them 40 too.
And it's a relatively cheap weapon. Mm-hmm. You can purchase this weapon, brand new, I think, for like $200 something bucks, but maybe cheaper than that. And if you come across one that's at the rough and scuff area of a pawn shop, you can probably get it for $125.
Yeah, they're not. No.
And, judging by his rap career, he didn't have a whole lot of fundage available to him to get anything. Well, I hate to say that, because the kid that worked down there that was in Uvalde, he had some high-priced weapons, and I don't know where he got that money from. Still speculating on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't afford to have a closet full of Daniel Defense and 100 mags full of ammo. At least not currently.
Yeah.
I know in the video I was listening to, I know at least once he reloaded. So I'm gonna say I'm kind of with Demon. I'm thinking maybe a high point or something along those lines, like you said. And that would explain how many times he had to reload. But I'm not sure about the laws there around Chirac, but I don't know if you can even get high capacity mags in that area. So
everybody's got high capacity mags.
Well, I know everybody's got them, but I'm saying if you're a legitimate store like a Dick's or whatever, you're not going to be able to sell high cap mags in that area,
right?
Because
and
they're outlawed.
Let me look, because I don't want to give anybody. Let me see.
I mean, it's all speculation. I mean, I know a lot of places won't ship to Chirac.
So here's the thing, everybody. And we're talking about this story, but over the 4th of July weekend, there was more than 220 shot and killed in the U.S. this past weekend, 4th of July weekend. All right. Now, let me pull up what I was.
Yeah, here you go, Vanguard. I'm sitting there looking at something from Chicago here. It says can't ship any firearms, ammunition. You cannot ship flash hiders, batons, magazines over 10 rounds. Accessories capable of functioning as a protruding grip held by the non-trigger hand. Collapsible folding or thumbhole stocks. Cook County, let's see, you can't have semi-automatic weapons, rifles rather. AR or AK pattern receivers are prohibited. Let's see.
So this weekend in Chicago, there was 68 people shot and 8 people killed in Chicago alone this weekend.
How many people did you say?
10 people killed and 68 shootings. 68 people shot, 10 died.
Well,
That's in Chicago now.
Well, yeah, because Chicago is it's like Manhattan from Escape from New York. It just have the wall around it, and it's got Beetlejuice, the damn mayor. So when you see a city and its nickname, which is given to it by the very people there breaking all the damn laws and burning shit down, of Chicago, okay, and you see video footage of these clowns hanging off the doors of Chicago PD SUVs, trying to bend the doors off, break them off, jumping up on, beating the windows. When you've got that kind of complete disrespect and you have no support from the mayor or whoever, there's a serious problem, dude.
Well, the thing is, and if people look up the gun laws in Chicago, pretty much all they're doing is unarming the people that need to have it. I mean, that's the thing. All the damn criminals have whatever the hell they want. High capacity mags, thumb grip, just sawed off, whatever. It doesn't matter. They have what they need.
Well, I mean, here's your classic example of how many people on that street were carrying a concealed weapon. Probably nobody. Excuse me. And furthermore, had they been carrying, were they going to take their weapon out and discharge it? Hell no. Because the way the law is written in the PRI, I mean, from what I've heard, I've never tried, I'm not a resident there, but from what I've heard, there's so many restrictions and stipulations to their carry permit, you're hesitant to use a weapon.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a safe haven for criminals.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're absolutely right.
But, and I can't say, I mean, I believe that if more people are weaponized, things would be better if they're on the right side of the law, But, let's go back to what happened. And just so everybody's clear, when someone's using a vehicle as a weapon, that is deadly force.
Yep.
Automatically, just so you know. I mean, I don't know any of you that happen to be related to Captain America that can flip a fucking SUV with your hand. But here's the thing. A vehicle is a deadly weapon. So let's go back to that drive-through in Lincoln, right?
Yep.
That parade was made up of mostly law enforcement and military.
Correct.
Not one round fired. Even though the guy run people over and shit like that through a parade. Just saying.
Yep.
Just so you're aware, in that state of Georgia, if somebody is committing a felony or threatening someone else's life, you have all rights to eliminate the threat. And by all means, somebody driving an SUV through a parade, that's a pretty significant threat in my eyes.
There's that person in the SUV. They're very lucky. There wasn't a bystander there that was armed and quicker thinking, because, I mean, let's face it, they've been shot. If there's a way to shoot them and not risk hitting somebody else or that vehicle losing control and hitting somebody else, they would have been dead right there. I have no doubt. You're right, Highlander. That would be the next thing. They're going to try and make you scared to even try to use one for self-defense.
Well, they've already done that to the law.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
You know, and I ain't even talk. I didn't even want to talk about that story that's been going on. What the hell's the guy that had the gun that shot out the damn window at the cops, and then they pull him over. Where the car comes to a stop or whatever, and he bails out, and he turns like he's gonna shoot at him.
He gets lit up,
and they lit him up. I mean, but
mm-hmm.
you know, he didn't have a weapon at the time that they eliminated the threat. But how are they to know that? It's a dark condition. He had already shot out of the window at the vehicle, his own camera.
Exactly.
And the weapon in the car.
Was that in Akron, or was that somewhere else? Because I know there was a bunch of unrest in Akron about somebody being shot that was unarmed. And
yeah, that's it.
Same place?
Yep.
Okay. See, here we go again about they're focusing on irrelevance. Yes, he may have been unarmed, but he moved in a way where it looked like he was presenting a weapon towards the police officers. It was a foot pursuit. He'd already discharged a weapon in their general direction. Tough shit. That's a fuck around and find out moment. I'm sorry, but as far as I'm concerned, those police did their job. That's what they're trained to do. If you don't want to get shot and ventilated and die, don't do shit like that.
Yeah, Cat, he was wearing a ski mask. It's on video. But yeah, I mean, all the damn earmarkings is there for a threat. You know, I mean, it's it's crazy. I don't know what people expect. Look, the thing is, we all know, and everybody should know this. If you're pulled over by the law, the best situation you can do is surrender.
Yeah.
Especially if you just shot at them. I mean, damn. Hey, my bad. I wasn't thinking. I'm gonna lay down right here for a minute. Y'all come put some jewelry on me right quick. Mm-hmm. Let's go talk about this at the county lockup.
That's it. It's a misunderstanding. That was a accidental discharge, officer.
Well, here's the thing. I think he escaped them a week prior to that or something.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think he did. I think he did. So it wasn't the first incursion with him. You know, I mean, he had passed transgressions with the law.
Well, what's going to happen is, yeah, this is just me speculating, but with the culture we currently we're experiencing, they're going to try and crucify this police and investigate them, come up with some panel to look at all the footage and see if this or that happened and everything else. There's going to be lawsuits leveled against everybody and all the departments. But you already know what's going to happen. It's going to be a big damn circus. And the media is going to feed it, even though it is pretty obvious how things went down, you know, and never once did any of the media ever stop and report it responsibly. They just jumped on the wave and helped, you know, perpetuate the problem.
So this is what CNN's got. 25-year-old Jalen Walker, police chief. It says Walker was unarmed at the time that he was killed. Akron police chief told the reporters a gun was found in Walker's vehicle after the shooting. Police said, and the officer said, that Walker fired the gun from his vehicle during the car chase.
Mm-hmm.
This all occurred at 12:30 a.m.
Oh, so I'm gonna be riding around after midnight.
Yeah, so they
25
were.
years old,
Yep.
and now I'm gonna discharge firearm police wearing a ski mask. Now, maybe what it was, Vanguard, maybe a couple of his windows been busted out. So he didn't have no plastic over him, and he was cold. So he's wearing a ski mask to stay warm.
Yeah.
And maybe what it was, he didn't have a lighter, and there's a short in his vehicle. So he discharged a firearm, tried to fight a blunt, and they inadvertently thought he was shooting at them. You think that's a possibility? I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I've heard of stranger things because the media and the people out there rioting are going to say that another unarmed black man was shot. But they're leaving out that whole thing before that led up to it.
Well, here's the thing: the officers they have all this evidence, the body cam,
Right.
timeline. You can hear the gunshot sound, and then traffic cameras that are all through
Sure.
that area caught the flash out of the window, the driver's side window.
Right.
So currently, all of those officers are suspended.
With pay.
It doesn't say.
Because that sends the wrong message too. I mean, if they're on administrative leave with pay, fine. I get it. That's departmental procedure. But if you're trying to walk the fence to try and appease this mob of idiots, so you're going to suspend officers for doing their damn job,
Yeah.
what message does that send to the officers, and what message does that send to the public? That's the very problem we've got now.
Well,
Why would
they arrested 50 people after dozens of protesters failed to disperse from the downtown area. While a majority were peaceful, a group of violent protesters caused substantial property damage to nearby businesses, restaurants, and residential structures, shattering windows and lighting small fires, according to the news release from Akron Police Department. So, yeah.
So let's see. That would be destruction of private property and arson. Disorderly conduct. Does that fall under there? I mean, I'm just trying to throw some things out there. What I'm curious about, though, is there's going to be a George Soros-backed prosecutor that's going to say, "Oh, it's okay. We're going to give you we'll give you a state sentence. Y'all can go out the back door. You're good. Deuces. Go burn something else down tomorrow." So I don't have a lot of faith. I mean, yeah, you can charge them, but if you don't have a prosecutor winning balls or somebody that's actually trying to uphold the law, you're just going through the motions.
Well, it doesn't say that they're on leave with pay or without. It just says that the 8 officers that were directly involved are on administrative leave currently.
Well, I truly hope that if what we've seen is the truth, there's not some massive thing that we've missed. I hope the policemen are reinstated and they don't lose any money or any livelihood behind this. I hope they don't face any kind of persecution. I mean, they're going to be persecuted.
Well, the Akron Police Union did release in a statement saying that it believes the investigation will determine that the officer's use of force was justified.
Okay.
Including the number of rounds, because it states, now y'all, I'm getting all this off of CNN, so there you go, YouTube.
Hey, Communist News Network don't make mistakes.
It states in their training, the Fraternal Order of Police Akron Lodge 7, that Force may be used until the threat is eliminated. So what does that mean? If they continue to move, the shots continue to ring out. It was out of the officers, 7 white, 1 black.
Well,
So
how many times did it get hit?
I think it was 60 or 70. 60 wounds.
Damn.
So I don't know if y'all watched the video. I cannot show it on here. I definitely cannot show it on here. So it shows all the officers are fanned out. You know, they're pursuing, right?
Right.
And then you see him turn, and then they try to hit him with a taser. They deployed a taser. It failed. He continued to run, and then you see him, and it's, you know, by the dialect of the video, he actually reaches down a little bit and then turns towards them again, and you see the officers immediately fan and fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they went into evasive maneuvers to keep from getting hit themselves. So
Sure.
they did what training is supposed to do. Is moving target, right? It's harder to hit a moving target.
Right.
Not a straight line target, y'all. So you got to remember bob and weave. Y'all know the statement.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, what I could see when he hit the ground, he was continuing to move. You can't tell. It was dark. I mean, it was a dark condition. So, I don't know. It's kind of rough. I mean, I really wish people would just comply. I mean, it's sad to see anybody lose their life or whatever, but I mean, just stop breaking the damn law.
Yeah.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
But you know, here, if people would just comply when a policeman pulls them over, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter what color your skin is or whatever, or your nationality. If a policeman pulls you over, just show them respect. They're going to show you respect. You got to remember, they're tense as hell because of all that's going on. Don't make their life any more difficult. All they're trying to do is go through the motions to ask you a question or why they pulled you over, whatever. Don't make the situation worse. Just follow their instructions. If you have a question, ask it respectfully.
Yeah.
Cooperate, comply, and the odds are nothing's going to. There's a strong possibility you'll walk away with that damn citation, hopefully, and you go on your merry way, and they're going to go get their coffee or whatever the hell they're going after, and no harm, no foul. You know, why make the situation dangerous?
Right. And the thing is, you know, people, you know, they say I ran because I'm scared or I was afraid. Look, I don't know, but if I got to make a determination of letting them catch me and giving me whatever the penalty is or dying, I'm
Right.
gonna go with the tickets and the car ride to jail every time.
Yeah, I can get past the tickets or the jail. Can't get past death. You know, there's no reset. So if I was stupid enough to do something to get apprehended and arrested, then I'll go ahead and eat that crow and move on because it's not the end of the world. But I mean, well, we got all off in the weeds about this, didn't we?
Well, yeah, that's fine.
It's kind of our earmark. But I am curious to see how things proceed with the whole Akron situation and what we were just talking about. And I'm also anxious, or I'm not going to say anxious, I'm curious to see how this plays out with this clown up in Chicago that did all the shooting, because I want to see if they keep trying to bury it or something else comes out. Because I still say that, you know, he kind of fits the guy in Buffalo, you know, that shot up at the grocery store, and the ass clown in Uvalde. They were both like I said, in that whole, they had their own server, where the Discord server, where they all hung out, and talked, and discussed all this crazy shit. This clown's the same way, you know. So you're seeing a commonality from the last 3 shootings, and we've already established that every one of them had stuff on social media
Yeah,
hinting
they immediately scrub all of that. They immediately remove anything. And that's not the way the news is supposed to work. The news is supposed to provide you information.
Right.
Not delete it. Why won't you let us see it? Why? I mean, it makes no sense except for to eliminate any speculation that may be accurate, you know, because if they leave the social media up there, then they can't drive the bus in the direction that they want.
Well, it also shows how inept our law enforcement is acting, and these providers for, you know, not policing what they should be policing. You see,
Right.
So it's a double-edged sword for them. They figure it's easier just to, you know, shred the paperwork than anybody read it. You know, and there's your problem right there. There's no accountability, and then when something bad happens, they try to spin it a different way to further a different agenda and keep themselves from looking like a bunch of idiots. None of these deaths or these shootings should have occurred. Has nothing to do with gun control. Has nothing to do with who sold what gun to who. It has to do with local law enforcement, in some of the cases, not doing their damn job. It has to do with the federal government and the DOJ not doing their job. You know, if you want to build a database and start tracking shit, why don't you build one of all these fucking people, goddamn 8 and 10 and 15 and 20 damn visits by damn law enforcement, and keep getting in trouble for either hinting at causing violence, or they associate with a bunch of thugs, whatever. Start building a database on shit like that. Stop worrying about damn law-abiding citizens. Start looking at that. Start devoting resources where they need to be devoted. Stop worrying about damn parents at damn board meetings that are raising hell because their kids are getting taught, you know, transgender and everything else at damn kindergarten. You know, use resources where they were intended instead of pushing these agendas to destroy our way of life.
Yeah, if they would rotate their targeting situation to what needs to be fixed, everything would be a lot better off. A lot better off. And I mean,
yeah,
you know, the thing is, and you talking about the social media, you know, but we can't all go back and look at it. And the thing is the media, like the Washington Post, here's what they put in there. So, you know, they put Crimo, there's photos that appears to show Crimo attending a rally for former President Trump have also surfaced. It's not clear from his online posting if he was a supporter of Trump or any other political party or candidate.
Yeah, but did you see how he's dressed?
Yeah.
It's a Where's Waldo thing. I don't think he was there to support Trump. I think he was just, well, fucktard going to a Trump rally. And it was basically a gimmick. Where's Waldo in the crowd, which is him. He ain't a Trump supporter. There's nothing that Trump represents that somebody supports. Nothing.
Right.
He's all about the Obama phones and the Hot Pockets.
So the Atlantic Council Digital Forensics Senior Fellow came forward and said, based off of his internet fringe culture, it was not uncovered that he had any suggestions to any clear political or ideology motive. So they kind of shot a hole in that fucking situation.
Yeah, but they'll keep trying to push that because they've got that one picture of him looking like a, I don't even know what to describe it, looking like that and being at the side of the road at a Trump rally somewhere. They're going to keep pushing that, trying to push that ideology that he was a Trump supporter.
Well, the thing is, as we both know, and several people know, that the other side shows up at a lot of these rallies too. And I don't know which side he's on. Don't really give a shit. But that's not the narrative that needs to be pushed.
No,
The
it,
the,
it's
the situation is he's a piece of shit. He went out there and killed, shot down, 7 people.
hmm
He should have never been loaded into the back of a police car, and that's my belief. And I
nope.
mean, why? Why? I mean, the evidence is there. He done it. The weapon's there. You know he done it. Deliver justice. It's finished. Be
You
done.
know, you complain to me, save taxpayers some money. I mean, if you start writing these thugs up or these idiots, whatever you want to call them, psychos, I mean, just hunt them like the animals they are, kill them, and make it clear, you know, you do this, and we will hunt you down and deliver justice. It will be meted out in the most painful way possible. Period.
Well, and the thing is this trophy culture. People are they're emboldened, right, by
hmm
what they can and cannot do by social media. People emphasizing the this and that. You can go out and do this, get away with it, and all that stuff. People just get this false sense of power, and
Yeah,
they think they can go out and do this shit. He gets his 1 week of fame off of this, and that's good enough for him, no matter what, right?
it
And
won't be for long,
the thing is, it'll take 3 years to prosecute this jackass. And then he's going to claim insanity, and
possibly.
then they're going to want to talk to whoever his fucking Cub Scout instructor was 15 years ago or some shit, which they already did. And the thing is, who gives a shit what his Cub Scout instructor said?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what led up to this and caused it. The point is, none of these people lost their lives. None of their families are ever going to get those people back. They deserve justice. Period.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Digging all these damn rabbit holes, trying to find out, did somebody not hug him enough or give him birthday cake or whatever? I don't give a shit. When he got up there and pulled that damn gun and discharged at those innocent people, all that went out the window. It's beyond that now.
Yeah.
It's
What
we're
I
done.
think they need to do, they need to have a raffling on who's going to be the coup de grace. That's the only thing they need to
Oh
worry
yeah.
about.
Oh
You
yeah.
take the members, the family members of those 7 individuals, and you put them in a raffle and see who's going to be the coup de grace. That's all you got to worry about. And let's do it tomorrow. Don't wait.
Nope. Nope. They're the minute. Arraign him, take him around back, handle business. That's
Yep.
it.
The thing is, he goes through this court system, right? And they're probably going to find him insane. That's what happens currently. And then you're right. He'll get 7 years for each appeal, right? So he's got 7 counts. I mean, geez, it'll just be an ongoing situation. The thing is, they need to deliver justice. Okay, here it is. Did you own this weapon? Yes. Did you shoot these people? Yes. All right. Justice is served. You are going to be eliminated right now. Okay. Y'all drag his ass out back. Load these weapons. Let's do this. Done. Don't send them back
Yeah.
to a damn holding cell for 10 more years waiting on lethal injection.
Nope. Take him around back, and it's real simple. And it's cheap.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, they now you got it where people can damn. I'm gonna go off on a damn tangent now. I'm telling you, they got it now where people can choose how they meet their end, right? So if this ever happens to me, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I want death by a fucking pillow fight. Okay, that's how we're gonna do the shit. I mean, seriously, you go out there and take care of them. And I said this in several videos. I believe that someone should meet their demise by what they delivered. Simple enough.
Yeah.
if they strangle somebody to death and murder them, that's how they should meet their end.
Yeah, I'm down with that. You stab somebody to death, somebody stab you to death.
I mean,
I mean,
I might get a little violent, but I mean, the thing is, he shot 70 rounds, and it should take 70 rounds. You just start at the bottom, work your way up.
you see what Hillbilly said?
Uh, hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah, absolutely. See, I'm an asshole. I'm a firm believer in when people go out and do these heinous crimes and they get executed, they should televise that shit, and it should be like a presidential debate or whatever. It's on every fucking channel.
Yep, public hangings, man. Public hangings.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, that will break up a lot of bullshit right there.
Hell yeah. Sell some fucking Swiss cake rolls, lemonades, and, hey.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, you interrupt somebody's Survivor or Dancing with the Stars, and they have to sit through watching that shit. That's gonna resonate in that head. So resonate in that damn head. And next time somebody gets a wild hair up their ass, do something stupid. No, man, we don't need to do that. You saw what they did to Hefe last week. They hung his ass. No, I'm not doing that. Tell me I'm wrong. It's gonna make them think.
No.
I mean, it. Damn worked in the Dark Ages and in the West back in the 1800s. Fucking hey,
Well, and I got a lot of things that I would enter into the judge system. We have something called truth serum. Why do you sit there and interrogate these people? Why don't you just get them jacked up on that shit and then do your questioning?
Yeah, that works. That works.
It's crazy. I mean, they can just use 9mm rounds because they'll blow your lungs out.
Yeah, hey, that's right. 9mm blowing lungs out. That damn right. It's cheaper, and you can find more of it.
Hell yeah, everybody's got 9mm rounds.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm a 45 man myself, and the reason I carry a 45 is because they don't make a 46. Okay, there you go.
I love the 45.
That's God's caliber right there.
You might not be able to pack as many in that magazine, but you hit somebody, it's going to knock them down.
Well, if a 9mm blows lungs out, that 45 is going to take it out, tie it up in a bow, and bag it for you.
Yeah, I mean, if a 9mm takes a lung out, the 45 is going to take both lungs and the liver.
Yeah, got to be a little extra. Shit, we're way off.
We always are, but that's what makes it fun.
It's okay, But I mean, all in all, y'all, and we'll do a little roundabout right quick. This Robert Crimo III is a piece of shit. He looks like an anorexic fuck boy. And he went out there and done a very heinous act today. And, don't mess around. I'm pretty sure right now he's probably talking to old big boy Clyde in cell number C. Yeah, probably got him hemmed up. But who gives a shit? Whatever. Whatever he has coming to him, so be it. You got 7 people that their lives are completely altered, not to mention the people that were wounded. And everybody knows about PTSD. That is not just a military act, okay? If you have something, we all have a form of PTSD, all right? And let me explain it to you. And I'm using some of my background for y'all. So if you walk through the bedroom and stump your toe on the corner of the bed, next time you walk through there, you're going to miss that son of a bitch, okay? That's a form of post-traumatic stress. So you got to think about it. All these people that were out there involved in this situation, their lives are changed completely. All right? Who the hell wants to go out in public knowing that they could be shot at? And the thing is, the law is completely strapped down right now. I mean, everywhere you see is defund the police, defund the police. No. Do we have bad cops? Sure. You got bad people in every position in this world, right? But here's the thing: better training, okay? Active training, not simulator, not a damn video game or some shit like that. I'm talking about active, hands-on training, right? Teaching the right way, and then people stop breaking the law. People keep blaming the law, but here's my point of it. If we didn't have people breaking the law, we wouldn't have as much of a need for the law. Think about it. If people drove the speed limit, if people didn't rob people, kill, murder, whatever, then we would have no need for the law or the law system. I mean, that's the way people need to think about it.
Well, but you're always going to have evil. That's where your problem is.
Yeah. The thing is, it's taking over right now. Completely.
Correct. And what people need to understand is, and it's an old adage, peace through spirit, power. I've always, I mean, it works.
It works.
So, I mean, our boy Kyle showed him. That's the epitome of peace through spirit, power.
Hey, it happens.
Don't bring a skateboard to a gunfight.
Making permanent leftists every day.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh gosh. Well, y'all, we've been rambling for over an hour.
We hope you've garnered something from this whole conversation.
Yeah.
Who knows what tidbits we'll have for Thursday?
I'm sure that something else catastrophic will occur that we'll have a topic. That's the thing about YouTube, y'all. It's easy currently to make a live or a video because there's just so much material that's being handed out daily, and that's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like to come on here and talk to y'all about some more delightful things, but it's just not going to happen, and you're not going to see stuff on the media. So what we tend to do is we'll take collaboration of several people, several outlets, not just your mainstreams. Sometimes you got to go to the local PD to get information that you need, and then we try to disseminate it here. But for the most part, we're pretty accurate. We do have predictions. We've been 10 out of 10 on predicting upcoming events. I wish I could pick the lottery numbers in that same fashion, but no, it ain't happening. But anyway, thank y'all for coming by. I'm gonna kick it over to T for a minute, and then see if he's got some words of wisdom for y'all. Demon ain't gonna be able to steal your line tonight.
No, he will not. First and foremost, thank all of you for being here. Pay attention to what's going on around you. You just never. I mean, yesterday at that parade, that's a classic example. Shit can go sideways and the drop of a hat. Keep your head on swivel. Always carry. Stay strapped, stay dangerous. And if you would, whenever you watch one of these videos, comment below, because that's going to help the algorithm. Comment. I don't care if it's a thumbs up. Hey, good show. Hey, talk about this next time. Say something. It helps the algorithm. And with that, you guys stay safe. We'll see you on the next one.
All right. Once again, everybody, thank y'all for coming by. As always, we do appreciate your support. We are here for y'all. Like T said, post something in the comments. My email is floating by. If y'all want to shoot me an email, if you want to come on the live, Thursday is that night. Y'all let me know. We'll get you on there. I'll shoot you over the link, and we'll knock it out. I mean, it's no big deal. It's real easy. I mean, I can do it. You can do it. Let's see. Somebody. Well, hello, Amber. Thanks for stopping by. Go back, rewind, check it out. Pretty funny show. We make a lot of sly comments. But yeah, it's tasteful comedy is what we'll call it. But anyway, yeah, y'all take care. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your eye on the prize. And then don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the bell for notifications. Y'all go check out the website, Evolution Vanguard 1776.com. If you have problems getting on there, just shoot me an email right here. I'll send you the link directly. But it is floating through right here also. But sometimes there's issues. I think Google might be working on us a little bit. But anyway, y'all take care, and we will catch y'all Thursday. Deuces.